Bye, nonies.
Here's some footage of me tidying up my room just a bit. It's always nice to have that reset and also have a clean space and know where everything is. I love categorizing my belongings, after splaying them all out randomly on the floor, of course. Also, if y'all hear any background noises in my voiceovers, please just pay it no mind. I keep trying to find a perfect time to record my voiceovers and I never do it because it's either my loud AC blasting or Gigi being crazy or the train going by. There's always something that just prevents me from getting that perfect recording. So for real, don't mind it. I'm trying my best. There's just a lot of things around me all the time in this apartment. So yeah. This is the clean room. She's organized, she's tidy. Also, I had to start my day off with a hot shower because it was just so cold out, so freezing cold. Anyway, what do I even talk about? I haven't done a voiceover in such a long time. This is crazy, y'all. I don't know, there's like so much going on all the time. I want to talk about all the terrible things in the world, but I know y'all don't want to hear that, but like, things are getting so real, guys. Like, I think about when I had to read The Handmaid's Tale and Parable of the Sower in high school, and I understand now what the teacher was trying to warn us about, except the real-life versions of those stories are much more of a slow burn. Anyway, I'm not going to be crazy and depressing in this whole video, but I would most certainly check out those two books, Handmaid's Tale and Parable of the Sower, if you haven't already. They will get your brain juices flowing for sure, especially if you're like in high school. Speaking of books though, me and my friends have been hosting a book club and it's been so interesting to hear about different books and talk about them with our friends. I mean, that's Gigi in the background. I still have yet to finish a book and it has been at least 3 months, which is something I need to work on for sure, but even being around people talking about books makes that concept of reading a book so much more intriguing, so I'm hoping it'll influence me to actually keep reading books instead of reading like one chapter and never touching them again.
That can't be good, right? Oh, but look! Oh my god! What the heck?
So I realized that since I haven't really been posting that much, I haven't gotten an opportunity to show you guys the new studio. So this is Love Letters Atlanta. We definitely have some more work to do on the space, but this is the state of it right now. I'm really happy with the main tattoo room area. I think everyone's personality shines through in each station. It's good to have an actually designated area to tattoo in instead of it being in someone else's basement. I can also come here just to get some work done or draw out flash, and everyone's schedule is different, so sometimes I get the whole space to myself, but yeah, the space is pretty big. We have that main room to tattoo in, and we also have a kitchen, a waiting area, and a few different rooms that are being used for different non-tattoo related things. We've had a couple flash days, which has been cool, but I hope that we can host some more general art related community events. I want to host an art show and a collage night soon, so hopefully those will get done. I just need to actually do it. And now that I'm on break, I've been on break for like 2 days, but now that I'm on break, I can actually put some time into working on stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited. I really want to do that collage night, so Maybe I'll put more time into that. Yay! Today's appointment was really simple. The person just wanted one of my repeatable flash designs, so they got this two-headed rat. Look at him! Yay! Oh my god, so cute! Now I'm just cutting out some flashcards for my art history final before I get ready to go out. I'd been working on this one photography project for my photo class, and I had been taking pictures of queer joy and happiness, so I went out to seek that this weekend. I had a few things lined up, so I wanted to make sure the apartment was all nice and clean first. I'm gonna go to this person's little transition fundraiser party thing, and then I might be going to a little fashion show thing later. I'm not really sure yet, but hold on. This is the fit. Yup. I'm jingling a lot because I have on a million necklaces, but I'm gonna try and get some more photos for my photography project. And I'm also probably gonna be studying at the function because I have a test tomorrow morning. Yay, so exciting. But yeah, hopefully I get what I need for this photo assignment. I hosted a party last night and it was kind of flop vibes. I posted it the day of. People had very short notice to show up, and then not that many people showed up, obviously. Also, RXK nephew was in Atlanta, and I had a few friends who were gonna come, but instead they were actually I'm chilling with RXK nephew. Be for real. Huge flop. So I need to get more pictures of people being together, community, blah blah blah. Yes. Yeah.
Try
it. You like to capture the socialization.
Well, I do. I'm already in. You want to go on the sideline? I guess we can. I just got out.
What the heck?
Stuck. Their names are Victor and Drew. Victor is at an ICE detention facility in South Georgia. Monday, the day of the mass action that we're all here for, is his birthday. Free Victor! Free Victor!
We basically picked up that torch of targeting one company because we want to actually shut some shit down. There are a lot of people in national formations and a lot of places that are using this rhetoric and co-opting a rhetoric of direct action, and then they're singing songs to Congress people and dropping paper on the floor, right? Fuck that shit. So we're asking people to stay out of the demands because we don't want to assume and infantilize the resistance to the point where we would be the arbiters of the terms of resolution to that, for one thing. And secondarily, we would say that people need to take much more direct action, and that actually means attacking the means of production. And it's fine, y'all don't need to say that publicly, I don't care that I said it. We make sure that people have legal support, and we make sure that people know what's up, know where their Elbit targets are. They have 13 locations, and we are looking into all of the subsidiaries, but we would love folks who have really been at the vanguard of direct action in this country, here in Cop City, with two movements that are deeply connected, right? The people who are funding each one, including my fucking shitty family who runs the newspaper in this town, is funding both of those. Home Depot and Bernie Marcus is funding both of those projects. Delta, Coca-Cola, whoever you want to pick. So take your phones out, PAL_ActionUS. You can look to get involved in all sorts of shit, or just organize and do what the fuck you want. We're going after Elbit, so thanks a lot. If you don't want to see this bitch, if you don't want to see this bitch, she don't get on the floor. She acting up, baby, back it up. That bitch better than go. Everybody wants to play drop.
kind of in the middle of nowhere on Thanksgiving, which was not the plan. I do have to take a lot of pictures for my photo project when I get back home because it's gonna be due in like 2 days. And I was hoping to get pictures of like queer people being together. Can't really do that out here, so I don't know what grade I'm gonna get, but sacrifices have to be made, I guess.
Okay, so now we're back home and I'm working on a new painting. I've definitely gravitated towards making art that involves the human form and color in some shape or form. I've also realized that it's much more helpful to put my canvas directly in front of myself, parallel with my posture, so that I don't get a skewed vision of my drawing. It also helped to have my thumbnail sketch propped up right next to it as well. And of course, like, this is all stuff I've learned in my college art classes, and I've had to remind myself that these things are actually, like, insanely helpful, both for the sake of back muscles and for making a good piece of art. I tried limiting the color palette this time to challenge myself, so there is a lot of green, blue, and purple in this painting, even though I did put orange on the palette. I just decided I didn't really like it as much as I thought I would. Also, there's some white, so I could get some really bright tones on top of that cardboard. parents never use their steam mop at their house for whatever reason, so I had to ask if I could politely steal it out of their home, and they let me. So this is my first time like steam mopping the apartment. Very excited. I've never had a properly good mop before because, as it turns out, Swiffers aren't actually like cleaning our floors, but when I tell you, nothing tops the feeling of walking on clean floors after like not having super clean floors for a couple months. Oh my god. And not to mention, it was a pretty good ab workout. Continuing to stay on the grind, I knocked out some dishes. This is a real-time recording, not a time-lapse. Haha, I fooled you, didn't I? I was thinking to myself, like, dang, I can finish my tasks so quickly when I'm taking a time-lapse of myself, and like 50% of that is because I'm not able to use my phone, which is... the other 50% is the judgment that I'm feeling from my future self if I don't stay on task while I'm surveilling myself, I guess. Also, look how lost in the sauce Gigi is right now. My speaker situation in my room had been drastic for the past few months, and Gigi kept knocking down specifically my right speaker from the stands that I had, and he kept like breaking it, so I got some better speakers, and I also got 2 little IKEA Calyx shelf units. If I ever want to make space in my room, I could hypothetically stack them on top of each other, but like, definitely enjoying that symmetry right now. Also, I like convinced myself that assembling IKEA furniture would be hard, but it is so freaking easy. I cannot believe I ever doubted myself. Here's some awesome footage of me putting the sheets on my bed after not washing them for like 2 months. Shameful. Shame. Once again, I took this time lapse so I don't get distracted and a 5-minute task turns into like a 30-minute task. I also took the time to like put stuff back on my wall that had fallen off. I think it's because it's cold out, it like makes my wall putty weak and stuff falls off. I've been trying to add to my sketchbook every day, just like the good old days in 2021. My friend Callan wanted a tattoo with Lord Yuba and a menacing ohm in the background, but they ended up not doing this idea. They ended up wanting to do something else, but I still wanted to see that idea through, so I made a color version of that little compositional sketch I did for them. And I was convinced that this was going to be an acrylic painting, but I decided otherwise, as you will see. I also miss gouache a lot, so maybe I will use that next time? I don't know. I also tried out these charcoal pencils for the first time. I've had this box literally for like 2 or 3 years now. I think my aunt got them for me for Christmas or for my birthday or something, and I remember I was gonna like make a YouTube video reviewing them and trying them out, but I never did that, so they just sat around because I was like, you know, if I can't YouTube it, then what's the point? But obviously there is a point. Never convince yourself there's not a point. Also, look at this comment. Look at that mean comment. That's weird. Why are you bullying my table? But yeah, never convince yourself that there's not a point, besides letting the world or anyone else's eyeballs see your art. I 100% advocate for the fact that creating art is a therapeutic and healing process, even if that's not how everyone uses it. There is still that aspect of it, and I believe you can make art for yourself. You don't have to release it to the internet right away. Like, I see this happening with all types of artists, but musicians especially. I know people who have released like 4 albums in a year, and yeah, it's possible. It's definitely like doable. I'm not doubting anyone's capabilities, but it's also reflecting that capitalistic need for short-term viral art instead of long-term art. A lot of the world's best music wasn't made in the blink of an eye. Some projects took years or even decades to make, not months, and these artists sure as hell weren't notifying the masses online about how their album was going or anything like that. Like, they just did it. Ricky Montgomery, out of all people, actually made a really interesting TikTok about this. It's the one he posted on December 5th, if you want to check it out. He worded it perfectly. It's scary when you start to think about it and what this means for us as individuals and also on a societal level, but I don't know what to think about it. It's just It feels kind of wrong. I want my art to be a long process, which is why it's so hard for me to wrap my mind around uploading a YouTube video every 2 weeks to stay afloat financially when it's based around my artistic process. Like, I have to find creative ways to entertain people without finishing a polished work of art every time, because that would make me burn out. I already have so much on my plate. I'm working on a custom for a trade that I'm doing with a different tattoo artist. They wanted 2 baby deer. The above picture is me drawing the reference picture that they sent me, and then this one that I'm working on right now is 2 actual baby deer and not the mama and the baby. This is just a sketch, and then I sent it to them to like make sure they were okay with it, and now I'm inking it, and I'm stippling with a Muji pen. Taking a break from that, I had a sudden urge to sketch out an idea for an eventual finished piece. So I scrolled through Tumblr, because apparently I do that now, and I found some subject matter that I liked, because I'm so tired and I had no ideas. I decided on a mermaid and orchids, and I also tried to incorporate whatever I was watching at the time, usually on YouTube. The artist that I was watching had painted some cute trees, so I did include those in this sketch, but I eventually decided against them because the trees are just not my jam right now. I love trees, don't get me wrong, but maybe one day, not right now. I wanted to make the mermaid more stylized than the reference picture, so I could avoid like straight up copying the photo or the person's likelihood in the photo, but I kind of lost direction at that point. I didn't even have much to begin with, so I then decided to go back to that reference picture on Tumblr and just use my gouache with absolutely no sketch, because this that I'm working on right now just wasn't cutting it for me. So I'm doing another wash and just looking at that reference picture and looking at the different spaces and how they interact with each other. And I'm definitely getting some better forms out of this version, especially with the tail and the hair. I keep forgetting that I'm really rusty at art right now, and I should probably just be like playing it safe if I don't want to upset myself with how my art is turning out, because that mermaid on the left is like kind of killing me. It looks like something 7th grade me would make, not... What grade am I technically in? I'm in junior year of college, so like I'm in 15th grade. I'm not in 7th grade, I'm in 15th grade, so I gotta step up my game. I was also simply like not trusting the process on that left version, which probably could have helped me out if I did, but here we are. I really like how the gouache dries slightly darker than how it goes on. It looks so cool while it's actually in the process of drying. After that layer dried, I went back over it with a smaller brush to get the details in. I wasn't really sure what to do for the background. I wasn't sure what to put for the background in the painting on the left either, but I knew this one would look better if the background were dark and muted, so I put some brown and green and eventually added some pink in there. I also dabbed it with a folded up paper towel to get some texture. I'm still brainstorming on what to add to this, so hopefully I will get that figured out in the near future. I also forgot how fun it is to use gouache as line work, because you can get some really nice textured, expressive lines. Okay, sticker intermission. Thank you, Grant, for ordering some stickers. I only have a few more left of each one, so get one while you still can. My website is in the description of this video if you want to shop, but yeah, then they're gone forever. Let me know what y'all will want stickers of in the future, because I do want to keep selling some in my shop. Okay, so now we have returned to the baby deers. I went ahead and finished this one off because I wanted to see if they would print well through my studio's thermal printer, and lo and behold, they did, so that's exciting. It's really cool that you can transfer an ink drawing straight to a tattoo stencil. So it appears that I am alone in the studio today. I am doing a trade at noon, which is in like less than an hour, and then I'm doing a tattoo in a few hours after that for my friend's birthday present. She was originally gonna get matching tattoos with my roommate. The plan just kind of fell through and they ended up not wanting to actually get that tattoo, but I was still like, I want to tattoo y'all. Emma was like, I don't have the money, and I was like, I know, it's slow season, so let it be a birthday present. Basically, I'm doing 2 free tattoos today. As much as I love trading and like gifting, I keep forgetting that tattooing is like taxing on my body, so I need to remember to keep my posture straight instead of hunching over, because hunching over when I'm like studying or drawing is a lot different than hunching over when I'm tattooing, because when I'm tattooing my whole body is in it. My lower back and my middle back and my entire back is in pain. Definitely need to get to the bottom of that, figure out what I need to like do to fix that. Let's get to it. I gotta make some stencils and then I'm just gonna like dilly-dally for the next half hour. I'm not doing this tattoo today, but y'all saw me working on this and I wanna see if I can like run this actual design that I drew through the stencil printer. I wanna see if I can like actually make a stencil out of it, because I think that would be pretty cool. For the tattoos I'm doing today, this is the one that I'm about to do. It has some shading, but I just made a stencil of the outline. And this is the one that I'm doing for my friend later. It's her cat, Bajuki. Yeah, it's also just the outline of like all the highlights and shadows, but obviously it's gonna look different. Super excited for today. Also very privileged to be in a spot where I can just be like working for free, so I'm very grateful for that. I also wanted to update y'all on our studio's waiting room. So we have a lot of radical literature for people to read while they're waiting to get tattooed on flash days. It also looks a lot different than the last time I showed it to y'all, so I wanted to show you guys this little waiting area. We also got a TV if people want to watch, I don't know, Milo and Otis. It's there. The person I traded with today didn't want to be recorded or anything, so I can't really show y'all what their tattoo looked like or the process, but they did give me a quilt for their half of the trade, and I decided to put it up at my station. I really hope it's still up right now because I tried a very specific method to get it up on the wall, but I'm not the biggest fan of that tarot card poster that I had up. I also feel like a poser because I don't know how to read tarot, and I've only ever gotten my tarot read once in my life, and it felt kind of vague, so I'm not really sure what to make of it anyway. But yeah, this is what the wall looks like now. I rearranged some stuff, as y'all saw, and this is a close-up of all the stencils that I've kept on that wall from the old studio and also here, just to show some of my work. And yeah, I moved that poster elsewhere. Look at the beautiful studio, yes. I also moved this horse thing into the back because I didn't really know what to do with it. And then we got some Waffle House Texas bacon cheesesteak melt. So good. Yes, sustenance. Yes. This is the second tattoo of the day. It's on my friend Emma, and it's of her cat named Bajuki. He's a little baby kitten right now. He's so small. I love him. But yeah, I was super excited to do this tattoo. I really love doing like anything cat related, especially if it has anything to do with photorealism and shading, and also has abstract elements, so this one really checked off all the boxes. But yeah, I think it turned out super cool. I love it so much. During the tattoo, I was like, did the armrest sink down at all? And she was like, I don't think so, but we can literally watch it sinking down in this time lapse, so I thought that was funny. But yeah, we kept having to like reconfigure her and how she was sitting, and eventually just, yeah, moved her to laying down so it was more comfortable. And we probably could have done this from the start, to be honest, but I like having an armrest. I like having something to bear down on. I think that's very helpful for tattooing. But yeah, I'm so happy with how this tattoo turned out. I was literally commenting on it the whole time, like, this is gonna be so baller, you're not even ready, like, oh my goodness, yes, I'm so happy with him. Even though I've still been going out and like socializing, lately I've been doing stuff that's less taxing on my body because I'm genuinely just so exhausted from this semester. It's been a very solitary past 2 weeks or so, to say the least. It sucks because I love dancing. I will throw down if the time is right, but I just can't do it every weekend anymore. It's a lot, and I say that as a 20-year-old, so take that as you will. But yeah, it's a lot on my body and my wallet in this climate. But being alone isn't all that bad. I mean, shit, like I spent so much time alone during COVID, and now I have this channel which has allowed me so much more freedom and opportunity, so I'm definitely trying to rekindle my relationship with being alone and working on my art and my mind at home. It's also nice to reevaluate where all of my time is going. As much as I don't want to like commodify my time in any way, it's important to think about like where my time is going. So a lot of my time goes to other people. As selfish as that sounds, I'm a social butterfly. Like, I love my friends, I hang out with them a lot, but as much as I love them, I want to balance out the time I'm alone with the time I spend around them, just to make sure I have space for my brain to like breathe and catch a break, if that makes any sense. I think it's important to like take a step back and make sure that I'm, you know, having time and space to form my own opinions on things, and it's important to like be alone and just absorb that moment without any outside perception, even if that is a loved one. Y'all, I've had this Vune print for literally a year or two, and we just hung it up. Everybody clap. Me and Kate hosted Secret Santa this year, and this is our little Secret Santa reveal party.
So cute. It's gonna go really great.
It's a bit of a reach. So that I also have this.
Well, yes.
I'm so excited. Yes! Okay, I literally bought those pens before you added the thing about like wanting like stationery.
And trust, he'll be playing. No, I know.
This person came into my life very suddenly.
Trust, he'll be playing.
I'm not 11. I'm like kind of scared to
There are things.
A jar of specimen. That's a fingernail, actually. This is a chicken finger. These are bugs. Literally a bee. Oh, I'm gonna have so much fun playing with them.
I'm more good because I thought that we talked about who your Secret Santa was.
Well, you tried to get me to tell you, and I said, actually, I think we should keep it a secret.
Sorry, like, this is so honored, like you.
You're welcome. I hope you can read my handwriting. It's
can, it's
very
beautiful.
petite.
Yeah!
Big stunt in Charizard evolution. Oh my god, the watch that I wanted! I got the cow!
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so I want you to start here.
Wait, oh, it's a
I love
mirror.
it. That's
I
so
knew it was.
Put it in my room.
Let me see it.
Turn it around. There's a design.
Oh yes.
First of all, you're stupid.
Wait, it's so cute.
I can put my little things in there.
I love that. That'd be really
I actually asked the person who makes it.
And just like that, they were gone.